Hi there, Rose here, and I'm excited to show you how to crochet this beautiful Ruana. I have used a sport weight yarn, so you can use any sport weight yarn of choice really. This yarn I used for the skinny scarf, beautiful use skinny scarf. So if you're not ready to make a large project, just go ahead and make that one. Like I said, you can use any sport weight yarn of choice and a 3.5 millimeter hook. This is a 3.75, but it doesn't make much of a difference. So 3.5 millimeter hook or 4 millimeter hook can be used. Now this pattern is done in three parts: the right front panel, left front panel, which are joined together. These make the upper body and the lower part of the Ruana. All right, let's dive in. I'm going to begin with a chain of 203. This runner is customized for about 3 sizes, so you will find all that information in the ad-free pattern. Okay, so 203 chains. Alright, I have the number of chains that I need, and we're going to start by skipping the first 2 chains and work 2 double crochet stitches in the 3rd chain from hook. Alright, these first skip 2 chains do not count as stitches. So now we're going to do double crochet into 9 chains. And 9. Skip 1 chain. I am working into the back bump because it's preference. I mean, you could go straight into the chain from the very front, but I'm working at the back bump because I just like the spots to show. Alright, now we're going to skip 1 chain, and into the next chain we'll do 9. Into the next 9 chains we will do 9 double crochet stitches. So 1 double crochet into each of those 9 chains. You take your time as you work row 1, because so that we don't skip any chains. And if you're in doubt, always count the number of chains you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we have 9. Then in the next chain here, we're going to do double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet. Alright, so that's like a V-stitch. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next chain, and we're going to go again, double crochet each into 9 chains. 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. All right, on track. Now I'm going to dip down again, just like here. We'll skip one chain, and in the next chain double crochet and double crochet into the remaining 8 chains. Alright, you see that? It's beginning to form its shape. So we have the peaks. I'm going to refer to these ones, the V-stitch, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, as the peaks. And these ones going down, I'm going to refer to them as valleys. So we will continue. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Alright, which is what we have here also. Now we're going to do this again. Repeat this V-stitch that we have here into the next chain. Double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. Now we're going to do double crochet into 9 stitches. Nine stitches. All right, so the difference in this is at this speed, because we have like increase, which is the V-stitch, double crochet, chain 1, V-stitch, it doesn't count toward the 9. all right, but at this point we see that we skipped one chain. So numbers of single stitches we have on this side and numbers of stitches we have on this side should always be 9. Numbers of single stitches we have on each of the stitches, apart from the increase, the V-stitch, and the skipped chain 1, should always be 9. Alright, if you're ever in doubt, like I said, just go back and count the stitches. So I have, this is our increase, the V-stitch, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Alright, now what are we gonna do? We're gonna skip one chain and do double crochet into 9 chains. So this is the repeat for row 1. I'm going to do 9 double crochet stitches, 9 double crochet stitches, and increase, which is the V-stitch here, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and we'll go down again and do another 9 double crochet stitches and skip one chain, 9 double crochet stitches, and then increase. Alright, so that is the pattern for row 1. So take your time and complete row 1, so that we don't skip over any chains and then we'll have to unravel the whole thing and redo. Hopefully not. So I'm going to see you at the end of row 1. You keep repeating and use the valleys and the peaks as a guide. You know that you have 9 stitches in the middle here, in between each of the peaks and the valleys. I'll see you at the end of row 1. Alright, we're almost done with row 1, and now I'm going to skip one chain and double crochet into 9 chains. And I'm gonna finish off with 2 double crochets in the last chain. All right, that was a long one, but we're done with row 1. Now we're heading on to row 2. All right, chain 2, turn, or turn and chain 2. Now from here on, from row 2 all the way, chain 2 at the beginning of the row counts as 1 double crochet. All right, so don't forget that. So in this very first stitch, which was the last one on row 1, we're going to make another double crochet. So that means we have 2 double crochets now, the chain 2 and the double crochet we just made. We're going to do a double crochet into 9 stitches. Eight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now this is the valley. All right, these 2 right here, because we skipped 1 chain here, so it dipped down. So these 2 stitches, we will skip 1, 2, these 2 stitches in the valley here, and do double crochet in 9 stitches. And 9. The 9th stitch will go on the second V-stitch here. Remember that increase, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So the last chain, the last 9th stitch will be in that second one of that V-stitch. All right, and now we're going to work into the chain 1 space. Double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. You see that? 9 stitches, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the chain 1 space there. And we will go down again and do 9 stitches, 9 double crochet stitches. And 9, all right, and we're gonna skip 1, 2 stitches, these stitches at the valley, all right, the one that's dipping down. Skip 1, 2, those 2 stitches, and double crochet in 9 stitches. Nine stitches. All right, now in the center here we're going to do our increase, which is that V-stitch, double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. All right, so this is the repeat. At every point we want to have 9 stitches here, skip 2 chains, 9 stitches up here, and in the chain 1, center of the chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. 9 stitches. So skip 1, 2. If you're crocheting the right number of stitches, you're not going to miss it. Just know that after the 9th stitch, you're either skipping 2 stitches, and working another 9 stitches, and in the center, the chain 1 at the center of that V stitch, the increase, you're doing another increase. Nine. Now increase in the chain 1. Chain 1. Alright, see that? So that's how we will repeat for row 2. So I'm going to see you at the end of row 2. So continue to repeat. Now you're going to do another 9 double crochet stitches, and then you skip 2 stitches at the valley here. These 2 stitches, skip them, and then 9 double crochet stitches, and then increase in the chain 1 right there, and you continue the sequence. So see you at the end of row 2. And 2 double crochets into the last stitch. Remember, this is the beginning. This was the beginning of row 1, and we skipped 2 chains. So that very first double crochet stitch is our last stitch. I'm gonna make 2 double crochets in there. Alright, now chain 2, turn, or turn and chain 2. Remember that this chain 2 counts as 1 double crochet stitch. And now we're going to make another double crochet stitch into this very first stitch. So what we're doing on row 3 is to repeat row 2. And 9 stitches, 9 double crochets in the next 9 stitches. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, skip 1, 2 stitches, which is the valley right there, and double crochet in 9 stitches again. Alright, and in the middle here, in the chain 1 space, double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. Okay, because row 3 is a repetition of row 2, we're just going to complete this. I'll see you at the end of row 3. So repeat row 2. I'll see you at the end of row 3. Alright, and we are on the last stitch. In this last stitch, we're going to finish with 2 double crochets into the top of okay, alright, I'm getting ahead of myself. So remember, we have this chain 2, so yeah, into the top of that chain 2. Okay, moving on to row 4. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3, because this time we're doing something a little different. Okay, chain 3. This counts as 1 double crochet and a chain 1 space. Okay, and that means we already have 2 stitches here. And we're going to do our double crochet into the next stitch. All right, not in here anymore because we have 3 chains now, and this accounts for 2 stitches. So into the next one, we're going to do double crochet and chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, again chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, now we are at the valley. We have these 2 stitches here. We're going to skip these 2 stitches. No chain 1, do not chain any more chains. So skip 1, 2 stitches, and in the third one, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, 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 and we have our last double crochet here. This is the increase, right? The increase right at this point. So yeah, so one of them will be the last stitch, will always be the last stitch where we make the ninth stitch. On this row, the chain 1s count as 1 stitch, alright? So don't forget that. Okay, we're here now in the center right here. This is the chain 1, okay? So now we're going to do chain 1, double crochet into that chain 1 space, and another chain 1. And we have the next stitch here. This is part of that double crochet V-stitch, don't forget, okay? So we're basically working into all the stitches in that V-stitch, the double crochet, the chain 1, and then the double crochet. So after the chain 1, double crochet in the chain 1 and chain 1 again. Now double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, we'll continue again. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. We're back in the valley, skipping 1, 2 stitches, and in the third, double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, chain 1, skip 1. We're back up here at that peak, okay? So what do we do now? So in chain 1, we'll chain 1 first and then go into the chain 1 there, double crochet and do another chain 1, because at the peak we are always increasing, and go again, double crochet. All right, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Okay, so in effect we want to repeat the sequence. All right, so we're back at the valley. Now we're going to skip 2 stitches, skip 2 stitches, and continue to do the double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch. all up the way to the peak, and in the chain one space right there in the middle, chain one, double crochet, and chain one, and then go back down again and make. So at every point you see that you actually have 9 stitches. Don't forget that the chain ones also count as a stitch. So I'm gonna count now just to show you that we have 9 stitches. So starting from here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. All right, so that's 9 stitches down there. So let's count again. Okay, after we skip, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9 is again just before we do our chain one, double crochet, chain one. So that is the sequence. You repeat that, and I will see you at the end of the row. So you can rewind this video or slow the playback speed so that you can really memorize the flow. So go ahead and continue to repeat. Skip 1 2 stitches, double crochet, chain one, skip 1 stitch, and I'll see you at the end of the row. Skip 1, double crochet, and we have one last stitch here. Don't forget that the chain 2 counts as 1 stitch. So I'm gonna do a chain one and finish with double crochet into the last stitch, right? Row 5, chain 1 2. Row 5 are all solid stitches. Chain 2 and double crochet into the first stitch there. Chain 2 is our first stitch on the row. Okay, now for this row, I'm not going to be categorically saying chain 1, DC in chain 1, DC in next stitch. I'm going to call everything stitches because remember we said the chain ones in between all these are also stitches. So we're going to do double crochet across 9 stitches starting from this chain 1 right here. Okay, so if I don't say chain 1, it doesn't mean it doesn't count as a stitch, it counts as a stitch. So double crochet into 9 stitches. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. All right, I have 9 stitches, and what we're going to do now, you guessed already, we're skipping these 1 2 stitches because we are at the valley, and we'll go again and double crochet into 9 stitches. And 9. All right, so do you see what I'm saying? This chain 1, I mean this DC right here was done in chain 1 at the peak. If you remember, we have the chain 1, DC chain 1 right over this chain 1 space from previous round. So this chain 1, I mean this DC will be where we work the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet for the peak. So we'll go in there now in that double crochet, do another double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet. Okay, so we'll continue. Remember there's a stitch here, So 9 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, 2 stitches which we are going to skip. If you notice, I'm doing double crochet in the chain 1 and directly into the solid stitch as well. Okay, so that might help to guide. And skip 1, 2 stitches and double crochet again into 9 stitches. Okay, we're at the valley, pardon, we're at the peak. Right there, in that double crochet, alright? So, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, all into that lone double crochet stitch. And we'll continue again, alright? So, you see the sequence? Just take your time and work the rows. Slower your playback speed if you need to, and yeah, before you know it, you're going to be getting the hang of the whole thing. And we're going to be repeating this chain 1 and this solid stitch about 3 more times. No, 2 to 3 more times, and then I'll see you at the end of the row. So continue to repeat the double crochet in 9 stitches. At the valley, skip 2 stitches and 9 stitches, and at the peaks, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in that middle double crochet stitch. And I'll see you at the end of round 5. Okay, so I have 8 double crochet stitches here, and remember we have this chain 3 from the beginning of round 4. So we will do a double crochet, the 9th double crochet into that space and into the top of chain 2, 1, 2. Okay, remember we have 3 chains, but the 3rd chain is counting, or rather speaking, for this one right here. So we have 1, 2, and then 3. So we've already walked into the 3rd chain there, which is a space. Now into the top of the chain 2, we'll finish with 2 double crochet stitches. All right, so what you see here, rounds 4 and 5, we want to repeat it 2 more times. So we'll go and repeat 4, 5, 4, 5 2 more times. All right, so that means we're gonna have 3 rows of these 3 rows of the DC chain 1 in between the solid rows of the double crochet stitches. So you can rewind this video and repeat rows 4 and 5 2 more times. All right. So we have repeated rows 4 and 5 2 more times. So 4, 5, 4, 5, which is basically 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 rows here, and the sequence is beginning to form. So what we want to do now, because now we have 1, 2, 3. I mentioned that we're going to have these 3 gapped spaced stitches. 3 rows of that. Now I want to repeat another 2 rows of solid stitches. We already have 1 full solid stitch here. We're going to have 2 more. So there'll be 3. There'll be 3 rows of solid stitches in between 5 rows of the spaced stitch and solid stitch. All right, so yeah, now I want to repeat rows 2 and 3 of solid stitches. So we're going to chain 2 and continue, double crochet into the first stitch there. Now we have 2 stitches, and double crochet into 9 stitches. Okay, that is done. Oh, there's a mistake somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I missed a stitch somewhere because this is supposed to be the valley. Okay, my mistake. I was supposed to end this row 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, row 9, and with 2 stitches into the last one right there. I forgot to make 2 stitches. I made only 1. Okay, so 1, 2, chain 2, double crochet. All right, and now double crochet in 9 stitches. Okay, 9 stitches. Where are the valleys? Keep 1, 2 stitches, and 9 stitches. 9 double crochets I mean in the next 9 stitches. Okay, we are at peak. In the middle of the chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Alright, right in there, because that's the peak and we are increasing on that peak. We're going down again, 9 stitches, 9 double crochets in 9 stitches. Nine stitches. We are at the valley. Skip 2 stitches, 9 stitches again. At the peak, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in middle stitch, 9 stitches, skip 2 stitches. Alright, so you want to repeat this sequence across the row, and at the end of the row, at the end of row 9, chain 2, turn, and repeat another row, okay, of solid stitches, row 10. So I'm going to see you at the end of row 11. So that means after this, make another row of solid stitches. Just follow the same sequence. It's the same thing. So here we are. We're done with repeating the solid stitches. So for this pattern, this is what we're going to be repeating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to be repeating these 8 rows as many times as it calls for in the pattern. The size, it differs by size, okay? So you want to check out the written pattern to confirm how many repeats you need to make. Alright, once you complete 5 repeats, you're gonna have this. Okay, and we're also going to make a second panel the exact same way. And what we want to do now, we want to mark the middle so that when you fold it, they align. So this is the middle part here. Okay, here we are at the very end of the repeat. So please note that you're gonna, if you're making a larger size, you may make 1 or 2 more repeats. Yeah, all right. So we're going to repeat another row of spaced stitches and 1 row of solid stitches. So we want to chain 1, 2, 3. That is continuing from the last place, chain 3, and continue to do double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet. So basically we are repeating this spaced stitch. All right, so let's repeat it, and I'm going to see you at the end of the row, meaning at this marked spot. Okay, we're almost done. And after the last chain 1, skip 1 chain, 1 stitch, and the last half double crochet. Now this is our mark stitch, the middle stitch, which is this DCV stitch. So chain 1 and double crochet into that chain 1 space. Now we're going to chain 1, 2, and turn. All right, and double crochet into the first chain 1 space there. In the chain 1 space, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet. Now we're just repeating a solid stitch row. So we'll do our double crochet in 9 stitches. Don't forget that our chain 1 between these stitches also counts as a stitch. Double crochet, double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that is minus this chain 2. All right, so we have 9 stitches, and skip 2 stitches, double crochet again into 9 stitches. And 9. Alright, this is our middle stitch. We're going to do our double crochet V stitch in there, chain 1, double crochet. Alright, so go ahead and repeat the solid stitch row. Double crochet in 9 stitches, skip 2 stitches, double crochet in 9 stitches, and then the double crochet V stitch over the peaks and the valleys, and we'll complete the row and finish the row with 2 double crochet stitches. Alright, so we're done with the second row. You know, originally I planned to leave it at the second row, but along the line I changed my mind and decided to add one more row. So we're gonna add one more row, so that'll be 3 rows on this side before we fold it. Okay, so let's head on to the third row. The third row is basically to level it up. All right, so chain 1, 2, chain 2, single crochet into the next stitch, because these ones already stand for 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets actually. So single crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, 1, 2, yarn over twice. We're going to do triple crochet now. Some call it treble crochet. Go into the stitch, yarn over 2, yarn over 2, yarn over 2. So that's 3 times we yarn over. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and in the next we're going to do double treble. All right, so we yarn over 1, 2, 3, skip, and in the next, yeah, yarn over, pull through 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so we've done single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, treble crochet, and double treble crochet. So basically we have increased gradually from the shortest stitch to one of the tallest stitches, because double treble isn't quite the tallest stitch. I use the stitch design in the square that I made a while back, so if you're interested you can check that out as well. So skip 1, 2 stitches. So after the last double treble crochet, do not chain 1. You know, it's just like we've been doing here. The only difference is we're changing the height of the stitches. 1, 2, 3, out of 3 times, skip 1, 2 stitches, and in the next stitch we'll do our double treble. 1. Alright, after the second double treble crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, treble crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, and single crochet. Alright, so over this we're just going to do a chain 1. We're not working into here because we don't want to make it peak, we want to make it flat. So chain 1 over this chain 1, and single crochet in the next stitch. Oh, let's see, should we skip it all together and just do a single crochet? So heading on, chain 1 and skip 1 stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, treble crochet, okay. Two and 3. So chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and 1, 2, 3, double treble crochet, again, do not chain 1. After that we're heading on to the next 1, 2, 3, skip 2 stitches, another treble crochet, Okay, chain one, skip one stitch, treble crochet in the next. This is a double treble crochet, alright? If I said treble crochet, that was my mistake. So double treble crochet and then chain one, skip one stitch, treble crochet, chain one, skip one stitch, double crochet this time, chain one, skip one stitch, half double crochet, chain one, skip one stitch, single crochet, and we will skip this chain one altogether and do a single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, we'll continue. Chain one, skip one stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, chain one, skip one, double crochet, chain one, skip one, treble crochet, chain one, skip one, 1, 2, 3, double treble, do not chain 1, 2, 3, another, skip 2 stitches, another double treble, chain 1, skip 1, treble, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single, skip the chain 1, another single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, treble crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double treble, do not chain 1, another double treble, skip 2 stitches, another double treble in the next, chain 1, skip 1, treble crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, skip this chain 1, single crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, treble crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double treble crochet, chain 1, pardon, no chain 1, rather we're skipping 1, 2 stitches, and in the next double treble, chain 1, skip 1, treble, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, half, double, chain 1, skip 1, in the chain 2, the very top of the chain 2, single crochet, and we're done. So we're heading on to the second panel. Second panel will be marked the exact same way. However, we're going to begin this way. 1, come back, 2, and go back 3. For this one, we began from the very last stitch row, and 1, 2, and 3. It will be the opposite for the second panel. Now the reason I'm joining this way is because of the front. The front right here was we need the design. I like the design to be the same. The peaks should be facing each other when we wear it at the front, as opposed to it being the opposite way. So that's one of the reasons I changed the finishing at the back here, to level it up so that we can join both together. So let's head on to the second panel. Alright, okay, so we're going to start these from the wrong side, because the last row here is the right side. So turn and join the yarn and stitch at the peak right there and chain 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. What we're doing here is basically a repeat of all the spaced stitches we've been doing. Skip 1. Okay, do not chain 1, skip 1, 2 stitches, right? And the next double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Alright, and at the peak, chain 1 and double crochet into the chain 1 space, chain 1, double crochet into the next stitch. Alright, so like I said, it's a repeat of the space stitches. So if you've forgotten the sequence, you might want to rewind and check out how that is done again and repeat it to the end of the row. So I'm going to see you at the end of the row. Okay, end of the row, 1 stitch left here, which is the chain 2. Double crochet into the last stitch. Okay, chain 1, 2, turn. Repeat one row of solid stitches. Double crochet into the same stitch as the first stitch, and double crochet into 9 stitches. Skip 2 stitches and continue single crochet, double crochet. All right, so repeat the solid stitch and see you at the end of the row. After the 9th double crochet and double crochet into the last stitch, which is the top of the chain 2. Right, remember we began with a chain 3 here, so our 9th double crochet was in the chain chain 3 space, and the last will be in the top of the chain 2. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn during the last row. Chain 1, turn, single crochet into the first stitch, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, treble crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double treble in the next. Alright, skip 1, 2 stitches, another double treble in the next, chain 1, skip 1, treble crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, skip this chain 1 at the peak and single crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double treble crochet, treble crochet, sorry, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, treble crochet, and chain 1, skip 1, double treble crochet. Alright, and skip 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, another double treble crochet, okay, chain 1, skip 1, treble crochet. This stitching can be a bit confusing, so take your time to do it. because even it's kind of a tongue twist for me. Okay, we have last half double crochet here, and chain 1, skip 1 stitch, so that means we'll have 2 stitches left at the beginning here, the chain 2 and the first double crochet. So after last half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, single crochet in that stitch. So in this last stitch, which is the chain 2, we're going to chain 1 and we will slip stitch into the top of that chain 2. Alright, now we will snip our yarn, snip yarn, and it's time to join. So we want to join stitch to stitch. So I am making sure that the right side of the last stitch, this third stitch, is facing up, okay? Because when we turn, that's going to be the right side of our work, the Ruana, I mean. Okay. I'm gonna go again on these sides. Okay, let me just go this way. Yeah. Alright. You want to make sure you're matching stitch for stitch. Okay, so use your preferred means of stitching and join, and we'll head on to the lower part of the Ruana.